Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Seattle, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course, Sacramento, behind 4.5 games.
Well, I think for the Kings, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with Levins at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And for Seattle, they've got Thompson, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Thompson, that's good. A good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But BA, the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Seattle on offense. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
To the left wing. Thompson, a screen on Sabonis. Inside. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. Picked by Sabonis. For 3, Westbrook. Thompson pulls it in. Seattle on offense. But Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. It was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Thompson outside. Here's the pick. Pass to Levins. It's Anderson on the wing. Seattle move the ball around. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's DeRozan following the bucket by Seattle. Nice D from Anderson.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 8.
Coming out hot. 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
Here's DeRozan, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. That one's good. Sabonis.
This is really where Sabonis does some of his best work. He's a reliable scorer in the paint.
Here's Levins. 4-point game. Anderson can't get it to go. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Levine feeling it out a bit. Stolen! Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Keegan Murray wants to
excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." BA?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Anderson passes to Jefferson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jacks up a three. Goes back up. And Thompson with a lay-in. He's got 12.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Sabonis. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
And he knocks down the first one.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, I really respect the strong foundation Sabonis strives to provide for his team. He's always working hard to find those points and boards.
To the inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Monk. Here's Clifford. And that one's good. Sabonis for three. And that's now 6 points for Domantas Sabonis.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Down low. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder with it. Now Thompson defending. Thompson with the block. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And so it's Seattle, ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Malik Monk is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Achua. Then there's Doug McDermott. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the inside. Dermonenko, that's good. Dermonenko's got his first basket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Schroeder. And it's 8 points for Domantas Sabonis. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Seattle. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Seattle calls time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Number 5, Sacramento.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Seattle leading by 14. Pass to Levins. Here's Dermonenko. He's guarded by Sabonis. Here's Dermonenko. Seattle move the ball around. Jefferson. No good on the triple. DeRozan right side. Outside Monk. From deep. Sinks it from distance. Monk's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3 ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Pass to Anderson from behind the arc. Rebound by Sacramento.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
On the wing, DeRozan. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Dermonenko. He's guarded by Sabonis. Pass to Levins. 1:56 left to play in the first half of basketball. Anderson can't get it to go. Kings trail by 11. On the wing, DeRozan, defended by Burks. And here's Schroeder. The rebound by Levins.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Achua. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
DeRozan against Burks. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Jefferson. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Schroeder passes to Sabonis. 24 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
Just so good finishing around the goal. DeMar is tremendous in the paint.
Levins gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Works for three. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Seattle, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And as we turn our focus to the featured game, we had a couple of centers really hammering it out in that first half.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Thompson, and it's Harrison in at the four-man position. Sabonis with a screen on Anderson. And that one's good. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, they'll put the ball in DeRozan's hands and run the pick and roll all day long. He's phenomenal at getting good shots in that set.
And for the Kings, the vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Pass to Murray. Fires the 3. Seattle pulls it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Kings last season traded for Zach Levine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Guys, back over to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Pass to DeRozan. Left side, Murray. Back to DeRozan. Sacramento needs to get off the shot. And another miss by Sacramento.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Westbrook against Thompson. They double team Thompson. Pass to Jefferson. Here's Levins. And he throws it down with one hand.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The three from DeRozan. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Kings. Monk, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Schroeder in for Russell Westbrook. .152 left in the third. Levine, that one's good.
Look at the quickness from Levine. Saw the defender closing in and still got the shot away.
Jefferson, good. Jefferson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And it's Monk missing. Seattle leading by 22. Jefferson, good. Jefferson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Schroeder. Now here's Sabonis, defended by Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Schroeder. Here's the 3. Seattle pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10 rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Jefferson. He's covered by Levine. Thompson, that's good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
26 seconds left in the third. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
I respect the way DeRozan can still elevate and throw it down.
Pass to Jefferson. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Seattle out in front, just dominating this one. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Reynolds in at the 3. Levins can't hit. And the Kings shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Back to Ellis. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Carter, he's checked in for the Kings. Spins. Here's Schroeder. Seattle pulls it in. Levins got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Back to Monk. Pass to Achua. Takes a three. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Seattle shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Yes, it's good.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard will spread it around for you.
And so here's Sacramento trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Schroeder outside. Pure from three-point range.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Saric checks in for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Carter. Seattle leading by 23. Here's Levins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Picked by Sabonis from the arc. The rebound by Levins. Levins got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. Here's Dermonenko. Here's Levins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dermonenko. He's guarded by Sabonis. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Drops in the 3. Dinwiddie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now Schroeder. Left side Monk. Fires for 3. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
Pass to Reynolds. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Here's Levins. Dermonenko, that's good.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for Sacramento. Shot from 12, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's the added discipline to Schroeder's game on display there, just taking what the defense allows.
Here's Reynolds. And they get it back. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Monk. Sabonis outside. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Supersonics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Seattle moving the ball around. Here's Levins. It's hauled in by Saric. And it's the Kings ball. Here's Monk. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
first personal
It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, when you look at Monk's shot mechanics,
Shooting for
they're
the
really
Kings.
solid.
Malik.
Even with the foul, he
Taking
completed
2
his follow-through in his shooting motion. Impressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Monk.
The energy that Monk brings, I love it. I mean, when he's out on the floor, he's giving you everything he has.
And Sacramento with some changes. Keegan Murray comes in for Saric. And it's Westbrook in for Schroeder. And so he makes both from the line. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Sabonis, high post. Pass to DeRozan. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Sacramento. Number 8, Zach LaVine.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Seattle pulls it in. Pass to Galloway. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Here's Reynolds. And the layup is good off the glass.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
So we see Seattle get the win here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really shows what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.